You're on.
Okay. Christy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good. Just making sure. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is AJ Majors, and I will be hosting this Freedom Revolution event along with 3 other amazing leaders in our company. You were invited to this call because someone cares about you, respects you, and truly wants to have you hear this information. What does it mean to have a Freedom Revolution? What might it mean for you? We really want you to think about that. For some of you, it might mean owning your own life, and for some, it might mean becoming the healthiest version of yourself. I think we can all agree we have a real health challenge right now, not just in this country, but globally. It's hard to be healthy. I live in Kansas, where fresh produce isn't always easy to come by, especially during the winter months when it's -15 like it was today. The other piece of the Freedom Revolution is called the Healthy Living Revolution, where we are providing free resources, nutritional support, and ways for kids to get more involved with their own health. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the nutritional support. When we say nutritional support, what comes to your mind? Okay, what comes to my mind is what we've been hearing for years. Eat more fruits and vegetables, right? They're good for you, we know that, but they're absolutely critical. We are supposed to eat a wide variety of 9 to 13 servings every day. And don't forget, a serving size is the size of your fist. If you're an athlete or pregnant, you need to, be closer to about 16 to 20 servings. That's just about impossible. You'd be eating all day long. It's just not realistic. Even the best eaters, need some help. And that's why I am so thankful for the nutritional support of something called Juice Plus. I was actually introduced to Juice Plus 8 years ago. And at first I said no. I thought it was one of those things, another quick fix supplement. And at the time I was 10 weeks pregnant. So what I put into my body mattered more than ever. My friend patiently shared Juice Plus again for the second time. And I promised I would actually take a look. And wow, did I feel silly when I realized it was one, real food, and it had real research behind it. Who was I to argue with Yale Medical School or AMD Anderson Cancer Center? So I literally ditched my over-the-counter supplement prenatal, and my family has taken Juice Plus ever since. So let's skip ahead to today, where Mason, my almost 7-year-old, is a veggie-loving fool. His favorite food is kale, and has only been to the doctor's office one time outside of a wellness checkup. He has had an incredible foundation of health from the very beginning. I am so grateful my friend was brave enough to not give up on me. Truly grateful. So what is Juice Plus? My friend Christy Nix, who's in Hawaii, is going to share more now. But before she starts, a fun fact about Christy is that her dog, Halo, is from Afghanistan. When her husband was deployed there, he and his team rescued her. I absolutely love that. Christy, take it away.
Thank you, AJ, and thank you guys all for getting on here. I'm assuming at least one out of the 450 people on here are going to resonate with one of these stories here. Like AJ, I didn't get Juice Plus at first. I was a nanny in college for a family who maintained a very healthy lifestyle. The dad is a doctor. He understands the power of plants. The mom's a personal trainer. And all 4 of their boys are surf competitors who eat spinach by the handful for snacks. Not normal to me. So meanwhile, I'm walking into their house with my second cheeseburger Happy Meal of the day in one hand and a Coke in the other, and I'm completely exhausted as a 20-year-old. I was always fighting a cold or dealing with a migraine. I was insecure about the acne on my face, and I thought that was normal. Dave and Monica did not. So they got really tired of me being a horrible example to their children, so they paid me really well to go to a Juice Plus event like this. I'm probably one of the few who's ever gotten paid to go to something like this. But I'll be honest, I made it up in my head before I even walked through their doors that I wasn't going to buy anything, and I was just showing up for the quick and easy cash. Luckily, my husband was deployed. He was talking to a nurse friend of his who cared enough about him to share Juice Plus. And during deployment, it made sense to him. They lived in a remote area. He had E. coli in their water. There was no fresh produce, and he was sick all the time. So he was willing to try anything. and share some with me. And he shipped that to me. My first shipment of Juice Plus came from Iraq. And as soon as I unpacked the box, I rolled my eyes at it. And then I ate up to prove him wrong. So within a month, I was a junk food junkie. So naturally, I felt better. I wasn't sick, which is huge. My migraine headaches went away. My skin cleared up. I was sleeping better. I was starting to run. I had energy. But because I felt better, I canceled my order because I was back to quote unquote normal. So it made no sense to me why I did that. But a few years down the road, I went cold turkey vegan after reading the China study, and I'm not here to promote everyone has to be vegan, but I want to highlight that there's a light bulb that went on, and I realized that there is no such thing as enough fruits and vegetables. In fact, whoever eats the most fruits and vegetables wins. So I went back to Dr. Dave and Monica, and they schooled me on what Juice Plus was. And once I understood that, I knew I'd be on Juice Plus the rest of my life. Even after taking it for more than 7 years, I still reap benefits. I was skeptical when I started the Shred 10 program, and because I prided myself on being this super healthy vegan who ate all the Juice Plus products, and what was this program going to do for me? Well, 7 days later, I had a humble piece of pie. My energy was through the roof. I was springing out of bed in the morning. My brain fog had lifted, and I was lifting heavier in the gym and hardly feeling sore. And my bod pod results showed that in 30 days, while doing the Shred program, traveling, and eating cheat meals in between, I gained 3 pounds of muscle and lost 2 pounds of fat. So I was the leanest and fittest I had ever been. So here's what Dave and Monica schooled me on. They schooled me that Juice Plus is over 30 different vine-ripened whole foods. So it's non-GMO and it's NSF certified to be pure. So we call it our salad bar in a capsule. These are my trio shakes right here. It's important to understand the process of these on how Juice Plus is made. But first, I want to highlight some of the great things. These are our veggies. These are our fruits. And these are our grapes and berries. And I don't know if you can see on here, but this is a label that shows things I've never eaten before: red currants, black currants, elderberries. But every day I get this into my body. So this is how the process of fruits and vegetables go into the encapsulated pill or into what I love, our gummies that come in a Ziploc bag. So how great for parents not having to worry about their children overdosing on something. So our fruits and vegetables and berries are grown to peak of ripeness. They remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. And then the fruits and vegetables are ground up into like this slurry, which is better than juicing. We use the entire whole food, including the peels, the leaves, the seeds, and whenever possible, just to make sure that we're providing more nutrition. So in an orange, for example, there's 80% of vitamin C found in the peel. And I don't know about you guys, but I am not eating orange peels ever. So that slurry that I talked about, it's slowly dried at a low temperature so that you're preserving the live nutrients and then put into capsule or chewable form. And here's what I love about Juice Plus. You're going to hear great stories about Juice Plus tonight, but it is scientifically proven. It's the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world with 35 published studies and peer-reviewed medical journals. So it's a food. This is a food label right here, not a vitamin. And it's the same type of label you would see on a bag of frozen broccoli in the grocery store. So the government considers this food. There's no warning label. It's safe for people of all ages, moms who are pregnant and breastfeeding, children, the elderly, and even professional athletes. And this is my favorite. The chocolate and vanilla shakes, these make me a better person. I'm not hangry anymore. These are always within an arm's reach. They even mix well with water. You can be out the door in 30 seconds. We also use these, we're very versatile. You can make a chocolate pudding in it or vanilla. Some people even make protein pancakes. So those complete packages are vegan, they're gluten-free, they're whole food protein, there's lots of fiber in there, amino acids, 15 fruits and vegetables in a shake. It's great for anything, quick breakfast, post-workout recovery, or healthy snack. We do have a few more products, and I know my friend Lisa is gonna do a great job telling you guys about the program. Lisa England, she resides in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and a fun fact about her is that all 3 boys of hers have the same birth date, and they're not triplets. Take it away, Lisa.
Thank you. Yes, that is true. I have a set of twins in there, but no triplets. It is my pleasure to share some additional ways to get more whole food nutrition. One being the plant-based omega blend, which I am especially thankful for since the omega I was giving my children was covered in sugar. Since we skipped the fish, it has a citrus taste, so I squeeze it into my kids' mouths without complaints. We also have the complete bars, which are perfect for on the go, and even a tower garden system to grow your own fresh produce right at home. So living in Wisconsin, even when it's negative 20 degrees, I still have delicious greens growing right in my home. We also have a 4-month program with a 10-day jumpstart called the Shred 10. Together, we shred the foods and habits not serving us and stay closely connected for support and encouragement. It has been a game changer for me, so I'm so honored to share my story because I believe everyone should feel empowered to change their story at any stage of life. Since I can remember, I had a really unhealthy relationship with food. I was a total sugar addict, craved junk, and would binge until it was gone. It got so bad that no matter what I tried, I felt hungry, shaky, and nauseous. There were days I went to bed right after dinner because it was the only thing I could do to stop myself from eating. I felt out of control and ashamed. After becoming a mom, I struggled with debilitating anxiety and depression. For 2 years, I was treated like a lab rat, trying multiple medications and still not feeling like myself. I had no energy. I napped longer and went to bed earlier than my toddlers. On top of that, my family was sick all the time. We caught every little bug and passed it through the whole family. I felt like a failure as a mother and wife. I wondered how I could continue life like this. Thankfully, a friend shared how I could flood my body with whole food nutrition. It made sense to me because I'd been searching for answers, and getting more fruits and vegetables was always recommended. I was brought into this amazing community that taught me how to make one simple change at a time. Those small changes transformed my life. The Shred 10 program allowed me to develop a healthy relationship with food for the first time ever. I no longer have cravings for junk or sugary sweets. I actually prefer my healthy options, and thoughts of food no longer consume my day. The urge to binge and that shaky, nauseous feeling is gone. I finally feel satisfied and in control. We choose to eat this way as a family, and now we no longer suffer from allergies and rarely get sick. If we do catch something, it is short-lived and does not pass through the family. I have tons of energy now. No more naps or dragging through the day. I even look forward to squeezing in a workout. I feel happier than ever. It is amazing to be free from symptoms of anxiety and depression because of my lifestyle choices, especially because I was told I would need to be on those medications for life. I am forever grateful to my friend and this community for not only saving my life, but giving me one that is better than I ever imagined. My hope is that each one of you will realize the life of your dreams is attainable, and small steps can lead to big changes. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Ashley. She is from Wyoming, but currently stationed in North Carolina. A fun fact about Ashley is that she is an impromptu animal rescuer. She has rescued 12 animals and found them better homes. Ashley, on to you.
Thank you. So now we're going to talk more about the Freedom Revolution, which is our business community. The main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health and wealth. It's important to know about 80% of Juice Plus is used by happy customers who have no affiliation with the company. Serving these customers are people like us who've partnered with Juice Plus as a business opportunity. We are paid well to do a lot of good. So as you listen to our stories, perhaps you'll think of someone in your life that may need to hear what's possible. So how does this company work? Well, the business is open to anyone 18 years or older. It's called a virtual franchise. It costs $50 a year to own. This gives you an online office and personal websites and allows you to run the business from any device, anytime, anywhere. You can earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. They manufacture Juice Plus, deliver, bill, and collect from customers and pay us monthly by direct deposit. There's no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus we touch is our own personal products. All commission levels are permanent, no quotas or minimums, and you have the freedom to choose your own individual pace. There is no glass ceiling on income or frustrating territorial restrictions, and the Juice Plus company is in over 20 countries. So what is so great about this company? I'm going to bring AJ back on and highlight some of its accomplishments.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. This company was founded nearly 50 years ago by President and founder Jay Martin, who's still at the helm today. We are privately held, debt-free, and a multi-billion-dollar company. What's really awesome is a corporate family benefits package is provided at the top positions, including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, and prescription, along with college tuition reimbursement, holiday bonuses, and a monthly expense allowance. Thank you. This business can produce short-term cash flow or a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. By the way, not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. The company with a heart has provided over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus for children through the Children's Health Study. We are the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon Weekend. I have personally participated in this event. $10 million was raised last year, and every cent of that goes to St. Jude's. We are very, very involved with the Boys and Girls Club of America, and then also the Volunteers of America. I am truly proud to be part of such a giving company. And my business story starts like so many others. I wanted to offset my costs because I knew we would be on Juice Plus the rest of our lives. I treated it as a hobby. I was working full-time in an athletic department, and as a Division I women's basketball assistant, my husband was gone all the time, and we were 10 hours from home. I didn't have time to do this business, but truly I was scared. What would people think? Can I really make it in this industry? The fears turned to hope after attending my very first corporate sponsored event. The people on stage had stories just like mine, and if they could do it, so could I. 2.5 years ago, we moved to Lawrence, Kansas for my husband's next coaching job. So what am I going to do? It's always been about my husband's career. It's never been about mine. Was I going to stick Mason in a daycare until he started school while I worked, an 8 to 5 job? Is this really how life is supposed to be? And then one night it came to me. I had already had a career in my back pocket that I could take with me everywhere. I told my husband about my plan, that I was going to take my very part-time Juice Plus business and make it my full-time passion. So at the age of 32 years old, I retired into my Juice Plus business. Sure, we took a $20,000 pay cut for me to stay home, and sure, it wasn't easy. But consistency seriously paid off because I am dollars away from passing my husband's paycheck, and that feels pretty good. They say in this business, having a strong why is everything. It was July of 2015 where I found my why. My sister had lost her 20-year battle with cancer. She was 36 years old when she passed away. Woo, I get emotional thinking about it every time. She was my girl, and I got to drop everything when she went into hospice. I didn't have to ask for time off. I didn't have any loss of pay. And I was allowed to grieve as long as I needed to. And I needed to. I still am. So sharing health and wellness with my friends and family is so important in my journey because so many people get lost in their own. So on that note, I would like to pass it back to Lisa and let her share her story as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. And there's 542 people on this call. And I'm so thankful that you shared that because so many of us have been touched with a family member with cancer. So I'm going to share my business story. I am a speech therapist in a public school, and I absolutely love what I do, but it allows no flexibility. So when my kids were struggling in daycare, I felt so much guilt, but didn't see another option. I never had any interest in business and hated sales. I only signed up as a distributor because I wanted to make some money back on my own order. As my life improved, I started to feel guilty for not sharing with others. How could I not tell people what I learned about making simple changes to avoid health challenges? I couldn't watch my friends and family suffer when I knew I had an answer. I realized this business combined my love of teaching with helping others and offered a higher income potential than I had as a therapist. But it also offered the time flexibility my family desperately needed. I've been able to build an income during the stolen moments of the day. It has brought me in contact with so many inspiring individuals and given the added accountability I needed to stay on track with my own health goals. It is giving us the options we desperately needed so we are able to be more available for our children. I am so thankful I said yes to this amazing opportunity and have never been so excited for our future. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ashley to share her story.
Thank you, Lisa. So I'm just a small town girl from Wyoming. And at 17, I made the decision to join the military because I wanted to see the world and experience things like culture and diversity. And I really had no idea what I wanted to be when I grew up. So doing that gave me the opportunity to have security while I figured things out. Through it, I met my husband, I traveled the world, and found strength that I didn't know was inside me. But when all of my friends went to college, I went to war at 19 years old and again at 23. I lost a lot of friends along the way, and I began to disconnect from relationships because nothing in our world is guaranteed. I literally traveled all over Iraq with a body bag with my name stenciled on it as a part of my issued equipment. I learned to accept that each day might be my last, and I prepared myself for it. I also learned to work twice as hard as my male counterparts, to receive equal and sometimes less recognition. I gave my complete self, put my service first above everything else in my life. And because of that, I spent my late 20s and early 30s recovering from 7 surgeries and wounds to more than just my body. I was broken. I gave so much of myself physically, mentally, and emotionally that I didn't have a lot left for life after the military. But currently, I am months away from retirement, and I am excited for my future because for the first time in my life, I've learned to dream, and I now have the freedom to pursue those dreams. I'm a part of this community that has allowed me the space to be vulnerable and safe as I start to journey to leave behind a career that I allowed to define me since I was 17 years old. I choose to work hard because I want to, not because of a gender gap. There is no glass ceiling. This business has taught me that self-care is a priority and allows me the time to actually do it. I have developed friendships that have penetrated that tough survival exterior that I have carried around, and they've become family. I'm no longer afraid to love and care for people. But what I'm most excited about is what this business has allowed my family. Over the summer, we attended my grandmother's funeral in Wyoming, just to turn around and 2 weeks later, attend my mama's funeral in Kentucky. We wouldn't have had the income to do this as a family without my business, let alone in 2 different states. But now I have the flexibility to be at all of my family's important moments, and I never have to feel guilty again about the moments that I have to miss. I'm growing this business to replace my income before I leave the military, so we can have that sense of security and easy transition. I'm becoming the person, wife, and mother I've always dreamed of being. And for that, I thank this business for giving me the tools that I didn't even know I needed. So thank all of you for being a part of this. We're gonna go back to Christy to wrap this up.
Thank you, all of you, for sharing your stories. Like many of you guys, I wasn't looking for another thing to add to my plate when I joined this business. I had just invested $50,000 into a film business that owned me. I was a one-man band filming other people's lives, and I was missing out on my own. I filmed someone else's wedding on my 1-year anniversary while my husband was on US soil. And when I paid the $50, that's it, to own your Juice Plus franchise, I was lost and I was lonely. Patton had just left for a 10-month deployment to Afghanistan. And right before he left, the Army made us plan his funeral just in case as newlyweds. So I was living in Seattle where I struggled to make friends. The sun hardly came out. And let's be honest, I was just a little too cool for network marketing. So I wasn't going to share Juice Plus with anyone. I wasn't going to share it with my parents for fear of coming across salesy. But I am so glad that I did, because not long after, I got the call that no one ever wants to get. My dad was dying because of reasons that could have been prevented. And I will never forget that moment when I was standing at the edge of his bed, when all this time I had something in my pocket that helped him get a little bit more time, but I shared it with him too late. I was too skeptical. I didn't ask the tough questions. But at that moment, I decided this was the place where I needed to get over myself and start sharing Juice Plus with anyone who would be open, in hopes that they could get more time with their family, because I was losing mine fast. So it took a tragedy to make me realize that my mission was to inspire healthy living around the world. So I closed my film business and I got to work with my incredible team. And we hit National Marketing Director, the top position, 3 years later. So what it's done is, well, it got me out of $50,000 worth of student debt, which was awesome. But most importantly, it's stories like you've just heard, as I got to be there. When my friend Katie's husband was killed on a motorcycle accident, 2 days after they had put their dog down, I didn't have to ask Juice Plus for time off. I just took it because I needed to be with my friend. And I was with her for over 30 days, just helping her get through the darkest time in her life. And I have grown. Because of this business, I am a better wife, I'm a better friend, I'm a better leader, and I'm always trying to focus on being better, because this is the only life that we get. I'm learning to dream again, just like the rest of the girls you heard from. 9 years later, finally, a month ago, we moved back to my favorite place on earth, Hawaii. I never would have been able to do that had it not been for this business. And I get to wake up here knowing what I want to do with the rest of my life. I want to serve as an example for you to take control of your health and your finances. Don't wait for a tragedy to hit to make this decision. My challenge for you is to get with the person who invited you and ask them the tough questions and know that they truly care about you. You know, sometimes we are so busy that we don't realize that we're not living the dream that we wanted for ourselves. Just close your eyes for one moment and look at your current situation. Really close them. Like, what do you like about your current situation? And what things do you want to change or alter? Too often we have been brainwashed into thinking that we grow up, we go to school, we get a job, we earn a salary, we live within our means and retire in hope that the funds don't run out before we do. So where are you going to be in the next 3 months, in the next 6, a year, 3 years from now? And are you happy with your journey? And if you are, congratulations on doing what you're doing. But if you're not, I ask that you be open to another way. Network marketing is not going anywhere. It is here. It is built to last, and so is Juice Plus. Juice Plus has been considered a 50-year startup company, but we are on the verge of becoming a $1 billion per year industry or business with the Juice Plus company. The reality is that according to Dr. David Katz, this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents, and we at the Juice Plus company are not okay with that. We need boots on the ground to help people take their health back, whether it's through free resources, becoming a customer for as little as $2 to $3 a day, and sponsoring a child to be on the children's health study for free for up to 4 years. So if you've been hearing this information and these stories and your brain is firing off names left and right and you can't sleep tonight because you realize that someone figured out how to put fruits and vegetables into a capsule, it is time to join our Freedom Revolution. So thank you to over 500 people who have gotten on this call tonight. These calls run every night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday. So please get with the person who invited you and have that conversation. They want to help as many people as possible. And if this isn't for you, that's okay. Maybe you'll know someone to send to them. Thank you everyone for your time tonight.